Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Professor Sistrunk, and I'm reaching out to my Linux students. Okay, students, so you had a chance for the past couple of days to look at Linux. What I want to do now is just basically go over some things. I'm going to try to keep this to a 5 to 10 minute sessions because I want to walk you through how easy it is to begin to learn Linux. I'm not going to have a discussion about the history of Linux. I'm going to talk about a few things that may be important to you in the development of Linux. And then I'm going to send you a little cheat sheet that you can look at to help you get caught up on Linux. Linux is a powerful application. Like I said, I'm not going to do a historical breakdown, but I do want you to understand that this program that you are in is very dynamic, and that's why I put you in this particular program. As you can see, you got multiple chapters in here that you will be going through. Now, if I log in as a student would see it, it will look entirely different than what you saw on my particular screen. You will see all the necessities that you will be learning in this class. Now, I want some of you to challenge me and get some bonus points in these labs, but wait till the end of the semester. Don't try to do it in the beginning. Okay, bash scripting, user management, log file, archiving. If you do one of them, that's some bonus points. I'll tell you what the points is another time. But right now, I just want you to get familiar with the Linux application. This is one of the most powerful applications out there in our industry, and knowing this definitely brings you a hell of a lot of benefits. Okay, so you learning it from an entry level point of view, and that's great. So one of the things that's important is that I always like showing this map here. This is the many versions of Linux. Linux is out there in the majority of all the applications that's functioning in our world. And these are all the different versions of Linux. If you get a chance, go look at Wikipedia and look at the Linux distribution timeline and see all the different versions of Linux that's out there. I mean, it is incredible what you will see. And you can see many different versions. Some of these you may know, some of these you definitely wouldn't know, but Linux is so dynamic. I know, I'm just constantly repeating myself, but that's what makes it so dynamic. And it is an essential operating system to learn. But one thing I like about Linux, it's not only just a desktop operating system, it's a network operating system. And if you're going to be in cybersecurity, you need to know this operating system. Now, in the first chapter, you learned that Linux is everywhere. Everything that you touch right now out there that has some type of electrical component to it is connected using Linux. So pay attention to that. Now, the first 4 chapters are just basically giving you information about Linux. Read the chapters, know it, take the exams. But when you get to chapter 5, that's when you're going to start actually the command line skills. So that's where you're really going to get into doing your labs. And if you can see, I clicked on here to open up chapter 5 labs. You'll get a chance to actually start using the commands. Let the system come up. Let it pop up on its own. Don't try to do anything. Portion here what I call your book, where you'll be able to read it. And then you'll have this portion over here where you actually execute your commands. Remember the commands. Once you type in a command, try your best to remember that command. So that command I just typed in is called ls, list directories. Okay, so learn the command. Now you have a command in here called the man command, and the man command will allow you to look at the entire menu of commands in Linux. So if I type in man ls, it will display all the different information about that command. So any command that you want to learn, you can just type in that name next to the man command and it'll give you all the information. So if you're in doubt about something, this is what you want to look at. You want to look at the command, list directory contents, how the command is set up. This is important. ls option file. And then it gives you many different versions of how you can utilize that ls. I am going to do 5-minute sets of Linux, and I want you to follow me. This was a short, brief session on Linux. This is one of the most powerful tools out there. Take your time. If you have any questions, because I'm going to build on this every week. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. So I gave you your first command right here, ls, and I showed you how to go research that command. So do it, people. Start learning your commands. And I'm telling you, with this tool in your tool belt will make you a much powerful cybersecurity administrator out there. And I'm going to keep hyping on that. So I'm going to close out right now because I just want to do a short session. Here we go. Once you log into your Cisco Academy, you open up your course, you begin to walk through each one of your chapters. And as you walk through your chapters, you're going to walk into the labs. Once you get to the labs, you'll have this open up on both sides. And even in the reading, for instance, even in the reading, you will be able to, it will instruct you on what command to type in. You do not have to upload anything to me. Once you type that information in, I will get it on the back end. So you don't have to worry about giving me any. This is Professor Sistrom. I'm going to leave you here. But people, we finna start learning Linux.